Night settled over Redwood Heights like a heavy blanket, thick and suffocating. The air tasted of rain and old secrets, and Detective Lara Monroe felt the weight of both pressing onto her shoulders as she walked back into the precinct's dimly lit war room. The white boards were smeared with timelines and grainy photos, the kind that kept detectives awake long after their shifts ended. In the center of it all was Amelia Grace Porter. Her photo, that shy, hesitant smile, stared back at them from a dozen angles, each one a reminder why they couldn't let this case slip into cracks. Across the room, her partner, Detective Emil Vargas, was hunched over his laptop, eyes pinched in concentration. He looked up as she approached. "You're not going to like this," he said quietly. Lara crossed her arms. "I haven't liked anything about today." Vargas turned the screen toward her. It showed impound footage from 3 nights ago, the night Davion Hale's Tesla was brought in. The grainy timestamp flickered, the footage barely illuminated by the lot's flickering overhead lamps. But something was wrong. "Pause it," Lara said. Vargas froze the video. There, just before the tow truck pulled in, a shadow moved across the far edge of the lot. Tall, deliberate, slipping behind a row of abandoned vehicles. The figure never approached the Tesla, never touched it, but its presence felt intentional. Watching, waiting. "That's not a lot, officer," Vargas muttered. "Uniform isn't right. Pants too dark. Shoes too clean." And he knew where the cameras were. Lara added. He avoided every angle. Vargas leaned back. "What do you think? Someone checking to make sure the body wasn't found yet? Or someone coming back to finish something?" She exhaled sharply, but the car was already hooked to the tow truck. They ran out of time. A chill washed over her. Someone had been there. Someone who wasn't Davion. Someone who might have known exactly where Amelia was inside that car. She straightened. "Pull every nearby street cam. We need to find where he came from, where he went, who the hell he is." In the interrogation room downstairs, Davion Hale sat alone, head bowed, elbows on the cold metal table. His signature earrings had been removed, leaving his ears bare and vulnerable. His fans would never recognize him like this. Shoulders slumped, face pale, exhaustion woven into every line of his expression. He didn't look like a global star. He looked like a scared kid. Detective Monroe entered, closing the door softly behind her. Davion didn't look up. Lara sat across from him, hands folded. "We're reviewing footage from the impound lot," she began. There was someone else there. Davion's head snapped up, eyes wide. "What? Who?" "We don't know yet." A single breath escaped him, relief mixed with terror. "Do you believe me now?" he whispered. Lara studied him. His fear felt real. His confusion wasn't the rehearsed kind she often saw in guilty men. He looked like someone caught in a nightmare he didn't understand. "It means," she said carefully, "that this case is bigger than you." Davion rubbed his face with shaking hands. "I told you. I didn't know that girl. I didn't even know she was." He gagged, unable to finish the sentence. Lara slid a photo across the table. Not of Amelia, not of the Tesla, but of a jacket found under the back seat. Black denim, torn at the sleeve, a faded logo on the back. Davion stared hard. His face went still. "You recognize it?" Lara said. He hesitated. "Yes." "Whose is it?" He swallowed hard. "My producer, Jace Turner." Back in the war room, the name Jace Turner sent a ripple through the team. He was well known in the music industry. Talented, charismatic, beloved by fans. His collaborations with young artists like Davion had launched entire careers. Photographs of him showed a man with bright eyes, an easy smile, the kind of charm that made people lean in without realizing they were being pulled. His address wasn't far. A loft downtown. Top floor. No roommates. "Get a warrant," Lara ordered. "Now." As officers mobilized, Vargas approached her, brow creased. "Something's off," he muttered. "Turner's clean. No priors. No complaints. Nothing in his background." "That's what scares me," Lara said. "People like him hide in plain sight." The building was silent when the detectives arrived, its concrete walls echoing their footsteps. Jace Turner's apartment door stood at the end of the hallway. Modern and unassuming, a sleek metal number perched above the frame. Inside, the loft was immaculate, too immaculate. Glass tables wiped clean. Shelves arranged with geometric precision. Instruments hung on the walls like art pieces. Vargas moved toward the bedroom. Lara drifted toward the small studio space. It was there that she saw them. A stack of composition notebooks. Pages covered in fragmented lyrics. Some hopeful, some haunting, some spiraling into darkness. Scrawled phrases repeated again and again, growing more frantic. Hide the noise. Erase the witness. She saw me. She saw me. She saw me. Lara's blood ran cold. Vargas, she called out, voice tight. Before he could answer, a crash erupted from the hallway. Officers shouted. Feet pounded across the hardwood floor. Then, the unmistakable sound of a window shattering. Lara sprinted toward the noise. In the bedroom, shards of glass glittered on the floor like fallen stars. The curtains billowed in the cold wind. And on the fire escape outside, fleeing down the metal stairs 2 at a time, was Jace Turner. Stop, an officer yelled. Turner didn't look back. Lara reached the window and leaned out just in time to see Turner leap from the last step, sprint across the alley, and disappear into the maze of brick buildings. He moved fast, too fast, like a man who had prepared for this moment. Back at the station, panic surged through the halls. Detectives scrambled. Radios blared. Officers rushed out with search dogs and drones. But Turner was gone, and in his absence, the case only grew darker. In the loft, beneath one of his notebooks, Vargas found a small memory card taped to the underside of a desk drawer. The footage on it shook the room. It wasn't graphic, but it was chilling. Security footage from some unknown camera, showing Amelia walking past a bus stop 3 days before she vanished. A tall figure followed a few steps behind. His walk was unmistakable. His build, his posture, his shadow. Jace Turner. Lara clenched her jaw, so hard it hurt. He had been watching Amelia, and he had kept the footage, like a trophy, like a reminder, and now he was gone. Outside, Davion Hale was temporarily released pending further investigation. As he stepped out of the precinct, his fans swarmed him, cameras flashing, voices clamoring for explanations he didn't have. He kept walking, eyes hollow. Inside, Lara stared at the map pinned to the board. Turner's last known location circled in red. We need to find him, she said. We will, Vargas replied. But Lara wasn't reassured. She felt something deeper, colder, because men like Jace Turner didn't run randomly. They ran with purpose. They ran toward whatever unfinished business they had left. And somewhere in the dark streets of Redwood Heights, Turner was moving. Fast, silent, calculating, 1 step ahead of them. The hunt had begun. And Lara Monroe knew one terrible truth. Amelia Grace was only the beginning.